2 years. 2 years since the start of the pandemic, and the world of sales has gone through huge changes. Big changes, small changes, bad changes, good changes. So what changes are going to stick? Today we're looking at digital sales skills, how the pandemic is still changing everything. Welcome back, everyone, to the 5-Minute Sales Training, where today we'll look at digital sales skills and talk about how the pandemic is still changing everything. If you're new here, you know what to do. Hit the like button right now, just cling right there. That's all you got to do. Subscribe too. It helps us to get this out to even more people. All right, so the pandemic has changed everything as it relates to sales, right? And the fact of the matter is that change is still ongoing.
Change it. Change it.
But now we're able to start taking an educated guess at what's going to stick, what's going to last. What will a post-pandemic sales world look like? What does selling look like in a post-pandemic environment? Now, for me, I always approach such questions not from the perspective of the salesperson, but from the perspective of the customer, from that of the buyer. I've often said that if we understand the way that a buyer buys, we can reverse engineer our sales presentation to make it easy for them to do just that. So the question we have to ask here is, how has the pandemic changed the buying behavior? And if we can answer that question, we'll get a better clue as to what we need to be thinking about along the lines of selling behavior in the future. So let me just share with you real quickly 5 changes in buyer behavior that we have to make sure we've adapted to, because these are still evolving even today. All right, number 1, buyers are more comfortable with video than you think they are. Buyers are more comfortable with video. That's one of the single greatest changes over the last 2 years in buyer behavior. It's their acceptance of video. Whether that means receiving videos from their salesperson, whether it means participating in a Zoom call or FaceTime or meetings or Marco Polo or any of the other apps that are out there. Fact of the matter is that the entire world has shifted to a comfort level with video that they did not used to have. Let's prove it. Leave your favorite video communication method in the comments below, please. I'd like to hear what you're using. So if you're not taking advantage of that, then you're not in alignment with what your customers' expectations are. You need to understand that your buyers are cool with video. You need to be as well.
Oh, I love the movies.
And that leads us to point number 2. The biggest problem with video as it relates to sales professionals, our expectations are too high. What I mean by that is that we think we have to produce this super slick, silky smooth, clean presentation that's highly produced. I completely disagree with that. And the reason I disagree with that is that when you think about what buyers are used to in video over the last couple of years, what have they seen? The videos that they are seeing that are sent directly from people, they're embedded in text message, they're FaceTime videos with a grandkid, it's the Zoom meeting or the Marco Polo video, whatever it happens to be, those videos are not slickly produced. The videos we see that come to us from individuals, they're raw, they're jumpy, they're a little shaky, and people are okay with that. All right, so it's not centered and half my nose is off the screen. Who cares? My concern is that salespeople are not wanting to put out any video because it's not slick.
Maybe your standards are too high.
And I'm going to suggest to you that your customer is going to give you a lot of grace on this. It really is the effort that counts. I'm going to assume you're not putting out pure garbage. But hey, if you're just holding your phone or just recording into a webcam and sending that quick message, they already know who you are. They already have a sense of what you look like, what you sound like. Give yourself a break. Use the video messaging tool that your customers want you to use. All right, number 3, people want more communication, not less. This is especially true when the buying process is difficult and elongated. Our natural tendency is that when we don't have great news, we don't want to talk to our customer. You've got to get that thinking out of your head. People want more communication, not less. All right, number 4, set the expectations for this process with the goal of exceeding those expectations and not just meeting those expectations. You see, when all you do is meet the expectations, you don't get any bonus from your customer. But when you exceed them, it changes everything. Here's a rule of thumb. Don't make a promise to your customer unless you can beat that promise. And finally, point number 5, continually make deposits into the emotional bank account. Look for ways to be able to do positive things for your customer because there are going to be withdrawals from that emotional bank account. We have to share bad news from time to time.
Hey, hi, hello, everybody. I have some good news and I have some bad news.
But when we make deposits on a regular basis, then we're assured that we won't be overdrawn. What do I mean by deposits? It's the extra communication. It's the extra piece of information. It's the interesting article to send them. All these little drips of things that make their life just a little bit easier and a little more understandable. The fact of the matter is we're still in a time of change that we have to adjust to, and we have to get it right. Think about these things through the buyer's eyes. Thanks as always for watching today's 5-minute sales training. Until next time, learn more to earn more.